I'm going to start this video in the middle of something. Now first, when I lowered the sound and I hear nothing in the background, I was listening to listening to the football game, 11-11s on the 6th day of the week. 11-11, 11 players against 11 players. I must be in football. 9 versus 9. Must be in baseball. Jupiter's baseball. Venus is football. Oh my God. And she's at home. 6 and 6, female. They made a new passage. It was passage 80. That's communication. 6 and 6 is women, but passage 80. And also the word freedom, 55, has a total letter count of 66. What am I doing here? I had a guy coming on here, and please, if you're not over 18 and you don't want to hear these words, but you're thinking of doing it anyways, fuck. That's insane. 66, 55, 110, 60 and 50, 5 and 6, 11, 121, 11 times 11, freedom, 55. What I'm talking about is I associate numeric values and, can you say, things that have stuck in our head, things that we were shown during my lifetime. I've seen on TV all these things I talk about. Whatever I talk about it, I saw it on TV, in the news, in a movie series, in a daytime 30-minute show that comes on only once a week and you can't wait to get to the television. As you're walking and crossing the street in a sign field and Kramer says, beep, 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 and he's rushing the person out of the way who's crossing. And the person falls. And nobody goes to help the person. But nobody notices it's an old person. How do you know what the person is in their mind? One-on-one. I could be playing tennis. One-on-one. Oh, my dad is calling. Wow, I was so happy it was my dad, and I was talking to him, and listen to the way I'm talking to you. I sound like a kid. I sound like a guy that's ranting. I'm ranting, oh my God, how old am I? I'm freaking 56. I'm on the other side. I'm on the other side. The other side of this dice. I am 56. I am the student. For the next 9 years, I am the student. Imagine if these numbers, or multiples of these numbers, also working with the double cube. Of course, it's not Fibonacci. This would be the binary. This would be the binary cube. 1 and 1 is 2, and then from 2 we just go right to 4 because it's easy. In between 2 and 4 is 3. Why do we have to put 3? We covered everything. It's the in between. We made it a whole number. And then wait a second, we went to 16. 1 and 6 is 7. Where do we go to 16? Where does 16 go? What is the opposite of 16? It's half the number. Oh my God, that's so fantastic. It's 8. 1 and 6 is 7. That means the gateway is in 16, which brings on the spirit of 91. 13 times 7. This is where I get my information from. From what this tells me. Oh my God, 2 times 3, 2 plus 3, 2 divided by 3, 3 divided by 2, 30 and 2. I can't do it this way. Otherwise, it'd be sort of like a 7 hook jack E. Or what would I look at that? What if I double them up, split them up, cut them in half? What would it turn into in another design? Maybe it'd be a Chinese. Oh, please. I'm not a racist. I'm not making fun of you. I love you all. You all gave me a piece and part of information because you didn't give me jack shit. 18 and over, please. It was given from the Almighty above. Just passed through you, so I saw God through you. You were the passage to bring it here onto this earth so I can see it. Because I ain't got a personal relationship. He's the leader of the gang, showing you if you take the opportunity to go out, to seek out, to devote your time into knowing a specific that no one's ever thought about, but they have in global, that we all want a personal relationship or feel or think or hear that inside the words of wisdom of the good Lord from whatever Bible it should come out of, or what do you want to call those books? You call them Bibles. Why do you leave the 9 Bible? What is it, Babel? I don't know. It's a lot of Babel people, a lot of people that put together all these notes. You think God wrote everything? Because at the beginning, everybody keeps saying the same thing. The 10 Commandments. I got to check my phone. Somebody made a buzz, so I got to go. Okay, I don't see my phone. Push it here. Sweep it here. And push back here because that's where it was. Press the circle on the bottom. See what's on my phone? That's my dad. That's my mom. That's my older brother. That's my older sister. The oldest sister, younger than me, which I'm taller than her and 2 years older. And that's me. Anybody ever see me? That's me at about, would you say I'm 6 years old, 5 years old, 4 years old, 4 or 5 years old? Look at that, me with hair. Oh my God. So anyways, you met the family. Just one person that was missing. Just one feeler. 1969, April 7th, 4/7. Time Jesus on the cross, my sister is born. Elisa. Born, she looked like a little Chinese Indian girl. Just perfect for my project. In fact, all the birthdays in my family, because I worked on them, they're perfect. Because all the numbers fit somewhere. But if you put all the numbers together like pieces and parts of, look, I got candle wax. And I take all the candle wax and look, I got a candle, and then I manipulate it more, and look, I got pipes in this candle, and all of a sudden I put a wick in this candle, and this candle lights up, and I got a menorah. Happy Hanukkah to everybody. Potassium pot. Whoever knew that pot was in your potassium? Hanging you by your tail. A mouise. What's a mouise? You can look at it one way, and I'm seeing something to do with art. Mouis is to love. Love somewhere in Zion, not only in Zion, spirit of 55, the spirit of 76, the half-life, 1 times 6, 1 plus 6. Why? Because it becomes 7 and 6. 7 and 6, 7 times 6, 7 plus 6, 13, 42, 55. I'm not doing the minus because the minus of this equals to 29. That's your birth, your DNA on the sun. Oh, and how the M means so much more. So much more. Because you can look at M as 1,000 in Roman numerals, and you can look at the M as an E or a W, but more and more, I just want to talk about the M because it's the 13th letter, or the 13th card is a king, but in French, it's a roi, and it starts with an R. So it becomes a king for 11, an R for 18, and it gives me letter position, and now I have to understand in which world is it an R, and in which world is it a king, and why it takes on those names, for what reason. I want to know. Looking to create the hypothesis. Is the hypothesis the possibility if it actually happened? Because it works in numbers, that means it should work in reality. Is that true? The assimilation of things and what can't assimilate. If you had a bunch of wires and you just try to push the wires in, they would all bend. But if you had a bunch of wires and you just kept doing this and not moving it until all of a sudden all the wires are intertwined and they're pushing in, and now you feel a force of a something, whatever it is, knowing what the pressure force of bending is, and that's the way you wrap your wires. Now you connect them all together. Freedom, 6 and 18, 24 and 10, 34, and 4, 38, and 15, 48, 53, electric company, and add on the last number, 13, 53, you get 66. So you end up at 53 and then 13. You end up with 5 and 3, 8, 13, 1 and 3, 4, the AC, son of Pluto, S-O-N, son. Or you go all the way down to here, and this is 60 when you hit the R. That's orange. I don't know all the words with 60, but 60 always reverts back to 66 because 0 is all the way around. You follow what I'm saying? 0 as the 15th letter, and the reverse is the 12th letter equals to 36. Okay? What this is actually telling me is that the 15th letter or the O or the circle that goes all the way around, why does 0 equal 6? Because when you go all the way around, you end up with this. You end up with either this one or this one. You can't have both. There's a pole. 4 directions and a pole going up and down. 4 directions and a pole going up and down. And that's your half-life pole. So you got a section here, and you'll have one up here, and you'll have one in there. You'll have a total of 12. 12 points. 12 hours on the clock. And then with your, if you want to do 6 points, let's say 12 points, because 3 levels, 4, 4, and 4. Okay, 4, 4, and 4 is 12. And then the 2 in the center is 14. You're always adding them because you're changing the story. So right now you have this over here, and that's your half-life. 6 and 3. This is the center of, and look at the empty spaces. Empty space, empty space, empty space, empty space. Now if I bar an empty space, I'm not even going to get into that because, anyways, that's something new. So here it ends at 60 and then 6. 0 equals to the 6 because it's all the way around, right? You need a lifeline. See, the minute I create this, forget about this line now. I'm just going to use this line, 3 and 3. And then you use the 2 here for the 8. That's that pole going all the way around. They may have said this wrong, and it's telling me that story right over here. This way, are you talking about the pole, or are you talking about the lifeline? The 1 gives me the ability to draw a straight line down the center, creating the I, as well the H, telling me the 333 story, 147258 369 on your keyboard number pad. Bank machine, teller, telephone, wherever you want to go, and it's been prominent for years and years. It hasn't been changed. In fact, it's been longer here than the dial phone, right? How long has this keypad been here over the rotary phone? You tell me, I want to know. And in fact, not though I want to know, we got to share it with the world, because everything we share here, we share with the world. We share with the world because the more we know, we think we know, the more hypothesis, the more stories we can make true to find that fine point of the truth, the unknown truth, reality, to where it starts to stick into our heads and becomes like spores inside of us, like that aluminum barite they're dumping in the sky. With that new element of G5 that's going to melt onto our skins. The new product of the future. I'm going to tell you what it is in another video. That's crazy, but it's been spoken. So the 0 is that 6. When you have 0 and 0 in a word, like in moon, it's because you're using the 6 and 6 of the 8. Because either you're doing it this way, or you're doing it this way. Either you're doing it this way. So either you have the 3 and 3 and the 1. Now you have the 3 up, the 3 below, and the 1 here. Here is your H, where your H will come in. This is where your I will come in. H, I. And it's an obligation because it's the art and it shows the actuality. You want me to show you? Come on. You add these 2 over here. That's your H. And when I turn it, it becomes my I. So when it's my I got 3 above and 3 below. But when it's my H, I got 3 to each side. 258, 258, 258, bar. Bar 66, 258. Why is that 258? Because in creation, which is the 3 little pigs, 3 times 2, 6, 3 by 5, 15, 3 by 8, 24, 1 and 5, 6, 2 and 4, 666. Bar it, because with 666 you get 111. You get the spirit. 3 times 16 is 48, the sun. 3 by 19 is 57, the moon. Total is 105, the hand of God, or 96 rotation of man's creation through the gateway. It's an obligation. It's not me. It has nothing to do with me. It's because it's here. It's in the Word. This way you count as 60 plus 6. So I just explained to you what 0 is and why the value of 0 equals to 66. Depends which way you want to go, which actually also reverts into the question of 77. You can also call it 11, because the opposite of 6 is 1, and the totality of that is 7. If you minus it, it becomes 55, and that's your liberty. And when you do that, you get your moon 57 of freedom, 55/66, in which 11 and 6 are opposite of each other on the cube. 1 and 6 equals 7 and 6 equals to 42 and 13 equals to 55, and you minus it is 29 to birth. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4 equals to 5 and 4. 5 times 4 is 20. 5 plus 4 is 9, is 29. How do you get to 19? 1 times 3, 1 plus 3. The son is born. The A, look, inside the house is the ox. Inside the 3 worlds. Equals to 3, equals to 4. 4 by 3, 12. 4 plus 3, 7 equals to 19. You minus it, it either equals to 1 or 37, and that's the red sun in Nibiru. Number 72, when a big red sun. 86 is what is created from the AC world. 1 times 3, 1 plus 3, 3 and 4, Mars and Earth. 1 and 1/3. Half of this. How to find the number is how to work the number. Why are we working the number? Can you have another number? The minute you have a 6, you can also automatically say, I have a 9. If you have a 9, inside your 9 is a 5. And inside your 5 is the understanding of 3. And why is that? Because on this cube, they did the same thing. This 5, and then if you went ahead and you played, and you had a deck of cards, here is the 9 card. But these are what creates the 5 card. And inside is the small 5. And that's how I know, because we've been served with all the pieces. All we have to do is puzzle this together. Raphael, coming at you from the House of Paint. Thank you for watching this video. Please share, help support the channel. Thank you very much. For the knowledge is our freedom. Thank you. The strength and entering into the new worlds, far and beyond what anybody can ever imagine what it is and what it means. You feel like you're stuck inside your body because your mind is stuck inside your body. There is a way out. We just have to know, to believe, to learn, and to go and to arrive. Forever and ever. Knowledge is everything. Thank you for watching this video.